Yeah, hang on. Yeah, my eyes are still playing up, but I got anything. Got anything? No one. But anyway, so I thought, well, the 2nd of May, 2013, and it's Christine's birthday, and it's 10:29, nearly there to closing time, but in Stardust time it's 22:29. So I thought to myself, I usually put my joke at the end. Well, I thought, no, let's put it at the beginning. Now, that's a farmer's joke. Every farmer in his time would actually have to go through this himself. So it's pretty much a tribute to what it is, to what it can be. There's Jack, Farmer Jack. He had his family out west in Mudgee or Dubbo, or one of those places in the Australian outback. He has mega land, mega acres of land, and young Johnny. He's just turned 14. And Jack's thinking to himself, he's just hitting puberty. He might have a chance that he might want to get hitched on with the girl next door, Jenny. But Jack has another thing on his mind. He says, goes up to Johnny and says, this is your 14th birthday. It's time you were initiated to your puberty. And he says to Johnny, the top of the paddock, there's an old oak tree. Now, at the back of the old oak tree, there's a hole about this big. Looks like a cocky's hole, but it is this big. Now, when you get there, under the rock, at the base of the tree, lift up the rock and you'll find the Vaseline. Now get the Vaseline out and scoop it and wipe it around the hole, then there's less chance of you getting splinters. And Johnny thinks to himself, alright Dad, I'll go up there and give it a go. Not realising that the fact that his old man was actually using it before him. Years before him. So the same way that Jack would know how it's been done and how to know that there was Vaseline at the bottom of the trunk of the tree. So Johnny goes up there, gets out the Vaseline, smears the hole, and pumps away, gets his enjoyment all over and done with the old oak tree. Now Johnny thinks, well, this will do me for a while. And Jack says, well, now I've gone thinking about the old oak tree and about Jenny next door. At least he knows he's safe that Jenny's not going to get pregnant in the next 4 years. So come the 18th birthday, Jack says to Johnny, today's your day. Today's the day you no longer need to go up and use the old oak tree. Today's the day that you can actually meet up and talk to Jenny next door. So he invites Jenny next door to come to Johnny's 18th birthday. And Johnny and Jenny get together and talking away, and Jenny whispers in his ear, let's go up into the room. Let's go up to your room, Johnny. I've never been with you, Johnny. So Johnny takes Jenny up to the room, and they're all getting ready for doing whatever had to be done. Then all of a sudden you hear these screams. Ah! 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 And Jack downstairs is hearing this screaming. And runs up the stairs, opens the door, and here's Johnny with a broomstick, shoving it up Jenny. He's just shoving this broomstick up Jenny. And Jack says, what are you doing, Johnny? And Johnny turns around and says to Jack, I'm making sure I get this rat out of the hole before I go in. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, there must be rats in the hole of the old gum tree. Now, song of the day. My guest of the day, Alvin Stardust. We've had him before, but this time we've got his his next hit, his number one hit, Jealous Mind. So, here's Alvin Stardust and Jealous Mind. Wow. How good was that? Alvin Stardust, Jealous. There we go. Now, Jealous Mind is a song recorded by Alvin Stardust from 1974, written and produced by Peter Shelley. Jealous Mind was Stardust's only number one single in UK singles charts, spending a single week at the top of the chart in March 1974. The single was released on Magnet Records. The Guinness Book of Records Book of 500 number one hits, first edition, Enfield Middlesex, Guinness Superlatives Limited 156, ISBN 08512-250-7, preceded by Devilgate Drive by Susie Quattro, UK number one single, March 1974, succeeded by Billy Don't Be a Hero, Paper Lace. So it was up there. Albums: My Cuckoo, Jealous Mind, Pretend. Related: Adam F. Liza Goddard and Sheila Walsh. So that was on the song. It doesn't say much about the actual song itself. So for Alvin Stardust, we've done Alvin Stardust before because he was born Bernard William Jury. Now, I thought, no, he wasn't, he passed away. We did him before when we did the song. The song was My Ku Ka Cha Chu, My Ku Ka Chu, which was done in 1973, which was done on the other album. So, since we've already gone through all there is to know about Alvin Stardust, so I don't have to do his career and things like that, so I'll just go straight to his credits just to make up the loss of the fact that we've actually played his song on the new album. So, credits. Birth name, Bernard William Jury, born 27th of September 1942, age 70. Origin, Muswell High Hill, North London, England. Genres, rock and roll, pop, music, theatre. Instruments, vocal, guitar. Years active, 1960 to present. And website, alvinstardust.com. So, that's Alvin Stardust. Now, I thought, what can we do for the next 10 minutes? Well, one of the things I came up by was I'm reading the book, all relates to the things that happened back in 1980. Now, one of the things that has in the book, I can't say the top 10, because David Letterman has the top 10. So I may only just do the top 9, then I won't do the top 10. The top 9 most popular Australian albums of the year, of the last 5 years, this is going from 1980 backwards, is, if I can read it, Breakfast at Sweethearts, Cold Chisel, Face to Face, The Angels, Sleeper Catcher, Little River Band, O Zombie, Reagan, Dreamtime Cocktail, Little River Band, Shining, Marsha Hines, Take It Greasy, Old 55, How's That, Sherbet, Hard Road, Stevie White, Right, and Slipstream, Sherbet. I hope you're not going to count those things, are you? Then we have the most popular Australian singles of the last 5 years. Up There Kazali, a two-man band. Computer Games, My Sex. Are You Old Enough, Dragon. Love It in the Air, Lovers in the Air, John Paul Young. Don't Fall in Love, The Ferrets. Now that's a band's name, isn't it? The Ferrets. Help Is On Its Way, Little River Band. How's That, Sherbet. Jump in My Car, Ted Mulray. Summer Love, Sherbet. And horror movie, Skyhooks. Australian broad. Oh well, that was too many, wasn't it? Well, we're going to go back a page to catch up again. Okay, the biggest selling albums ever in Australia before 1980. Arrival by ABBA, The Best of ABBA. Grease, soundtrack of the movie. Saturday Night Fever, soundtrack of the movie. Rumours, Fleetwood Mac. A Night in the Town, Rod Stewart. Bat Out of Hell, Meatloaf. John Denver's Greatest Hits, John Denver. Go to the Country. Hotel California, The Eagles. Silk Degree, Boz Scaggs. Most popular record albums of the last 5 years. Breakfast in America, Supertramp, Discovery, ELO, Saturday Night Fever, the motion picture soundtrack, Bat Out of Hell, Meatloaf, Silk Degree, Boz Scaggs, A New World Record, ELO, The Best of ABBA, A Night in the Town, Rod Stewart, Band on the Run, Paul McCartney and Wings, and Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Elton John. So there you go. Now, how good is that? Oh, popular singles of the last 5 years. Lay Your Love on Me, Racy. I Was Made for Love and You, Kiss. You're in the one that I want. You're the one I want, John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. That would be from Greece. Moa Kintyre, Girls' School, Wings. Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, Julia Covington. The Way You Do It, Pussyfoot, Fernando, ABBA, Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen, Fox on the Run, Sweet, January, Pilot, and we've done the rest. So that's part of our music history. Now, we were on about insurances and the costs of things. Now we're talking about our deficit. Now, our deficit is $16 billion. Now, they still want to get that into the black, yet they're willing for us to pay extra into our Medicare to suffice the costs for those disabled and disabilities to cover their costs, when the cover of those costs should be done by outsourcing to the insurance companies. They're the ones that insure these people for what they have bills to. Now, one of the other things they're investing on is a $200 billion fast rail system from Brisbane to Melbourne. Now, by the time they build it, we'll probably have a teleportation system in place to make this rail system out of date. So I'm still not sure. If we can spend $200 billion on a rail system, why can't we take some of that out, cancel that, take some of that money out of that $200 billion and use it for our deficit? If we can afford $200 billion, or a company or a private organisation can come in and build this rail system for $200 billion, because it won't be a 12-month venture, it'll be a 12-year venture or 10-year venture, because I'm not sure how much of the railway system they had to dig up and replace, or if it'll be a whole new rail system sitting up off the ground. They haven't explained the full features of this rail system. And I'm still thinking, well, if they're going to have this rail system as a super fast system, are they also going to have a super fast goods trains running on it? So therefore, take some of these trucks off the roads. I don't think so, because they can't do it now. We have a rail system that's... You'll be driving between Melbourne and Sydney along the Hume Highway, and you see the railway line on the side, and you're thinking, well, for every 10 trucks we have on the road, we could have 10 carriages on the railway line. But no one's willing to put these trucks on this railway line, because they say it's too hard to get them off the trains at the other end, or put them on the trains to start with, because you've got to go out of the way to the stations to get it done. But if the rail system was more efficient and was running the way it should do, the rail link should be as close to the closest, or the places would move closer to the rail system to make benefit for these rail system to be better off than having trucks on the road. At least we wouldn't have all the emissions from the trucks and the fuel being used. Plus, you also got the costs of the driver and the costs of the insurance. Now, where would we put those people who are no longer on the roads as a driver? Maybe to maintain a better system on the rail system. Maybe that's where I come in, to make it a more efficient rail system than we've got. We can do that. There's a way and there's a means of doing it. We just got to know how to do it. Well, that's my 20 minutes. It's the 2nd of May, 2013, 10:48, 22:48 in Sailor's time. And yes, have a happy 27th, Christine. And when Sam turns 27, then maybe the baby names might start happening. All right, catch us again tomorrow. And tomorrow we have the last song on the record is You Make Me Feel Brand New, the Stylistics. All right, catch us then. Love yous. Bye.